to what is for me a long-awaited return to Scarlet Hollow. So, when we last left off, we had beaten Chapter 3. Well, completed Chapter 3. That said, let us not tarry. There's a town to save, or condemn. Ah, thank you, Zana. Have a wonderful night. Note, the decision you made in Episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder, or remove it entirely at any point in the prefaces. Ah, hi, Universe Princess. Let us go ahead and watch a recap of what we've been through. The long-lost cousin. The bad news. The 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Hi, Rat. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor has been known to give out. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. Come on, you whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Susora has no start on what that Scarlet Mansion has in the way of a vibe. As the creatures in the treeline grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. Trigger warning. Dang it! Get it? Trigger warning. Get it? Dark humor! Dark humor! I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get in any more trouble. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen. Real fast. Can everyone hear me okay? Just a quick, verification, please. Sorry, very unprofessional of me, I know, but... well... it is what it is. Anyone? Oh dear, well... hold on. Let me see if I'm gonna mute myself so I don't have... Okay, everything's fine. I apologize. I can hear my voice. We are good. Sorry. My grandmother called them, and I saved the doggo. Gretchen's alive and well. Look at her. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Make yourself at home. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Winnie, can you fix some of Sybil's new blend? Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'm all ears. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it'd be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what we can manage right now anyways. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Also, why do you know about this? What in the hell are you doing at my mines? Ugh. Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know when I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. Yeah, Tabby, you're kind of right there. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe. We can hang out here whenever we want. Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis is gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Yeah, right? Don't separate, don't split off. What's wrong with these people? There's something in the darkness before you that's gotten much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Fantasy, are you alright? You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy crap! You're okay. Thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, and to the visions it imparted upon you. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. "Oh, Fantasy, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right." "Morning. Is the new blend ready?" "Of course. Fantasy, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute." "Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Fantasy, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy." Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. "The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know." Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. "Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty." "Yup, he's a dog." Keen eye, and judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, Tabitha wasn't pulling your leg. Every mayor of Scarlet Hollow, in living memory, has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. "Sounds like old Gretchen the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say?" "I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it your Fantasy? Everyone's buzzing about you." "I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open." The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches in the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce glance. "So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Fantasy was still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling." "I can handle a movie, Doc." "Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay." "You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. That is why you keep getting sick." "If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over." Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain, wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try to fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Seems I made it just in time. Let's get the show on the road. I don't have all night. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. The food, or perhaps the doc has some sort of mental telekinesis that made him feel pain. I don't know. Oh my goodness, I did not check out these posters the last time. Let's take a look at these. Many Boys' new album, Teen Interests. It reminds me of that one meme with Steve Buscemi with Music Band. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the Resonant clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Are you okay? Don't faint. It's just a little cosmic psychological horror. I did warn you in the title. The sins of the Father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullcrap! I hope I didn't come too late. It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking! You take a step towards the light. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, and about what's happened to you. But let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now. Yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Fantasy. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Oh, what's the matter? Need to kill it by fire? Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Wake up. You open your eyes. It's a new day, and you feel like crap. You were hoping some of your strength would return after a good night's sleep, but you feel just as drained as when you drug yourself out of that shallow grave. Your limbs are heavy, and your heart struggles to keep up with your movements. You feel like you've lost something that was important to you. I don't care what happens to me. I made the right decision, and I'll do it again. Yes, you did what had to be done. Who knows what would have happened had you left that ghost behind to fester? An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Less than 3. Also, wanted to ask if you heard from Stella. Oh no. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Hey, what's up? Haha, just kidding. I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually just a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message. Or don't. I never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. Text Stella. How's my favorite cryptid hunter? There we go. Undelivered. My god, what if she's in trouble? What if she's hurt or dead? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried. We should go looking for her. Let's meet up in town as soon as we can. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints, despite the state of the bathroom. The shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you... Stella. Well, think about Stella, running off late last night. Hopefully she's just sleeping in. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and Oh, beg pardon, everyone. Beg pardon. Oof. Jeez. And dry yourself off. Check the closet. You make your way into the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. And judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room. But was he there while you were out the previous day? Or did he enter while you were asleep unawares, just a few feet away? Hi, Shosuke. Thank you, Rat. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Head downstairs. It's time to face your cousin. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Your cousin's posture is unsurprisingly much tenser than usual. It's possible the strike is even worse than she thought it would be. It probably won't be long before she bolts out of here. If the mine's in trouble, you should just sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you still can. Tabitha bristles. I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life, one way or another. Okay. Have you heard anything from Stella? Can't get a word from her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I mean, she's just processing whatever happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. How are you feeling about the strike? You can be honest with me. Conflicted. It's going to be tough, and despite what a lot of people would have you believe, I'm not relishing the opportunity to pick a fight with my men. I don't think many people take pleasure in breaking strikes. Pearl Ann would have, but that's not me. I don't know, it's complicated. Everything is so complicated. Do you know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. Let's see. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's no use fighting the inevitable. I'd normally go with it's the right thing to do, but... Actually, you know what? You owe me, Tabby. Right thing to do. I don't know what they want yet, but I can assure that whatever it is, I probably can't give it to them. Not now. I'm barely keeping things afloat right now. It's been that way for a while. I want to be able to give people more time off. I want to be able to give them raises. I just need more time to fix things before I can afford to do that. So that's why the ditchlings are here. They're predicting the strike. Those doughy things we saw in the library yesterday? Is that milk? Is that milk? I can't tell. Look, I get it. There's weird stuff happening right now, but let's not muddy something as mundane as a strike with the supernatural. They're two entirely different things. Talk about what happened last night. So, ghosts are real. Still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? You're a Scarlet, and you're probably going to die young anyways, and I still have a mind to run. I didn't think making a deal with a ghost would feel so physically bad. I thought I was just making a metaphorical trade. You have no one to blame for this but yourself. I wanted to leave. You refused. Who just goes and makes a deal with an angry ghost? Why would anyone do something like that? You should probably get going, right? Yeah. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. But let me know if you get into trouble, okay? Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Talk to Frou-Frou. Oh, c'est toi. Qu'est-ce que tu veux maintenant? I can't speak French. I can't speak French. I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry. Wait. There is something different with you. Have the years finally caught up to you? I made a deal with a ghost, so I'm old now. Every day that we open our eyes, we are making a deal with life. All of us are stones on the shore, weathered a little more each day by the relentless tides of time. We will all be ground to dust by the uncaring universe. But that is the beauty of life. I missed you last night, Frou-Frou. That makes one of us. Do you know about... Katie Bride, yeah. That's probably what the cat is thinking right now. Do you know anything about the strange carvings scattered around town? I am not here to be your comment... Dit-on? Cher détective? Je suis en jeté. I am here to watch you flay about in the darkness. I am not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries confound your feeble American mind. Will you ever let me pet you? It has been known to happen, perhaps one day, when you've earned the right. But don't count on it, disgusting human. Not respectfully to Frou-Frou. She. Whoops. That was probably not the best voice to use. Well, I mean, I shouldn't assume. Perhaps she does have a deep voice. She scoffs, her tail twitching with annoyance, but you can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. Bye, Frou-Frou. Good talk. Ah, Shosuke. That is a great quote. I do not know where it is from, but I do indeed like it. She scoffs as you turn away. Feel up the quick PB&J? If Stella's MIA, who knows when you get a chance to eat, and who knows just how much your new affliction will affect your appetite. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for a long day ahead of you. And that's that. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The birds sound different today, muffled, like your ears are full of cotton. What? 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 They're hanging around me now. They're stalking me. No. Stupid ditchlings. Dustin's quest? What was Dustin's quest again? Forgive me. Meanwhile, I'll keep going. The birds sound different today, muffled like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body is starting to accept the changes come over it. To accept that this is how things will be from here on out. Keen eye. Yeah, I called it. I called it. Oh, what song is that? Glimpses of pale figures dot your periphery. You haven't seen ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. As you continue to trek to town, you pause to stare at the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating a world that's blissfully unaware of the danger threatening the citizens of this tiny town. I forget, Brian. I don't recall that, actually. I don't recall getting that option at all. Of course, it has been some time, admittedly. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you'd always taken to be the truths of our world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off that bus. Thank you, Shosuke. I'll look that up. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over, and you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Is it Mom Spaghetti? Fantasy! You made it down the hill in one piece. Thank God. I didn't realize there were so many of those ditchling things around, or I would have driven up to get you. I can't believe they're outside during the day. It feels wrong. Oh, maybe that's what it is. I don't think I chucked in with Dustin. How are you doing? I mean, I know you got oldified, so I assume not great. Mostly just worried about Stella right now. I'll feel better when we find her. I'm sure she's okay, but yeah, the peace of mind would be nice. Now let's check on her mentally. That's a great question. My concept of how the world works is being shattered a little more each day, so that's cool. Daisy Dukes. Oh wait, sorry. Every day I feel more and more like I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole. But I also keep feeling there's too many reasons to stay. Like right now, I can't leave until I know Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has here are her friends. And as her bestie, I can't just let her go running off into the woods, get eaten by a Bigfoot. And my mom is just so chill right now. It's driving me nuts. She's not giving me any answers about this crap she pulled last night. It's just weird. I feel like I don't even know her. Sorry, I'm ranting. But thanks so much for asking. That was really thoughtful of you. And it helped to talk about. If you ever need someone to rant at too, I'd be happy to return the favor. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she should finally shed some light on some things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today. That she couldn't have told us all last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune. I should probably stop making fun of her whole New Age mystic vibe. A lot's happened in the last few days. Still, there'll be plenty of time for tea after we've looked for Stella. Any leads on Stella? I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so nope, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying not to worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone. But I also don't want to bet on that. So, ghosts, huh? Yeah, ghosts. I don't know about you, but I'm currently staving off a massive existential crisis about the state of matter and what being alive means. Any idea why Stella was so upset? Being possessed seemed awful, but she's the only one who ran off. Could be a lot of things. She could have hit her breaking point stress-wise. She could have been horrified by meeting a ghost for the first time. She could have been traumatized by what the ghost did. But at the end of the day, I have no idea. We'll just have to find her and see if she wants to stop running from it and finally just talk things out. Keen eye, yes. I guess that raises an important question. Is Stella missing because she doesn't want to be found? Or did something happen to her when she ran off? If it's the first one, is finding her going to do any good? Maybe she needs space. Maybe she needs space, but things are getting dangerous around here. I'd rather not take that coin flip. But even if she doesn't want to be found, that's not good, you know? She's avoided her problems before, but this is different. Is someone manning the general store while we go looking for Stella? Screw the general store. Mom can deal. I guess we should get started. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Where to first? Well, I am sorry. We happen to have a little guest here in the stream. Hi, Rambo. What can I do for you, Rambo? Oh, you want pets and cuddles, I see. Of course you'd choose stream time to do this. Good kitty. Good kitty. Come on, kitty. Go on. There we go. Let's go to Stella's house first. That's the most obvious answer. Definitely. I probably should have done that before getting you to come all the way down here. But to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself. Just in case I ran into the other horrors from beyond the veil. Ooh, a cat cafe. Nice. It'd be great if this turns out to be nothing, and she's just asleep in bed. You make your way towards Stella's house. The door is as pristine as any old wooden door. No bloody handprints in sight. Any telltale sign of Wayne absent. If something happened here, It didn't involve him. At least, not at the front door. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. The house is quiet. The world outside muffled as you take a cautious step over the threshold into the muted air of the living room. No excitable pug rushes to greet you at the door, and you have a feeling that no Stella is going to emerge from the shadows to sleepily greet you. Okay? Stella? We should go in. Right? Yeah, we should go in. The living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Aside from the corner of the room dedicated to Gretchen, Stella's house almost feels like a museum. Everything's organized with a sort of tidiness you wouldn't expect from someone as rough and tumble as Stella, and only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Uh-oh. Yes, this is my first time playing Chapter 4. Actually, I have no idea this is completely blind. Whatever happened to Stella? It doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera. Not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. Investigate the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is... I like that. Like, oh, Gretchen painting. The kitchen... Stella's kitchen is... I have no idea, honestly. I think it's a red guy. Let's see. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. The crust of the bread has gone somewhat stale. About as much as you'd expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it here left many hours ago. It's a little messy, but it doesn't look like anything happened here. It's possible she came home, grabbed some food, and left in a hurry, right? Maybe she had a panic attack after being possessed, and stopped by at home to make a snack before running off to cry somewhere. That might not sound rational, but that's absolutely in character for her. Red. Paint. Yes, paint. Honestly, it's a relief to think that might be all that happened. A panic attack is much more manageable than rotting ghouls or parasitic doughboys. But that still doesn't tell us where she was going. Stella's room. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Oh, I appreciate that, but I may go through this again without making that particular choice, or by toning down the art later. The issue being that I do want to experience this as intended. I will appreciate the art later, I promise. I do, however, like the old lassie treats here. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. Keen eye. No streaks of blood and pus that might belong to a certain phantom miner. He hasn't been here. You do notice, though, that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It isn't in her closet, and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. Stella's jacket is gone. I appreciate it. The Letterman one. It wasn't in the rack in the other room. It's not in here, and she didn't have it yesterday. Okay, I'm sold. Between this and the kitchen, she must have come home last night. Oh, goodness. I apologize, everyone. I may need to, call it soon. I'm afraid my kitty is, Rambo. Come on, can you give me just, like, 15 more minutes? Rambo? Kitty? No? I am sorry, everyone. I am afraid I'm going to have to save here and call it good for a time being. I'll pick this up again very soon because I am very curious as to what happens to the residents of Scarlet Hollow. In the meantime, I do hope you all fare well, and I hope to catch you next time very soon.